Check it out now, the Shoegaze brother. Check it out now, the Shoegaze brothers. Shoegaze brother, Shoegaze Shoegaze brother, Shoegaze. Hello and welcome to today's episode, with a focus on Czech Shoegaze, Czech Republic. Or at that time, a lot of this is early 90s, so they just split up. It was Czechoslovakia until 1993. So I think one of these EPs might have been when it was still called Czechoslovakia. But anyway, yeah, this is a Czech special on Shoegaze 93 channel, and I got 3 CDs from Discogs, which is a online marketplace, if you don't know about it already. That pretty much sells everything you can think of, you can find there. That's if it's in stock, obviously. There's the Naked Souls EP, 2-in-1 EP, which I really desire, as well as the Shady Ways Anti-Clockwise. That's the album. But the 2-in-1 EP isn't... it's not even on sale at the moment, and if it is, it's going to be probably horrendously expensive. I know that Shady Ways Anti-Clockwise, there is a copy or two on there, but it's like £200, $250 for you American viewers. It's a lot of money, but I've actually looked, past couple of weeks I've looked on there and I've found these at bargain prices, to be honest. I think got the here, that was only about 15 quid. Now I got Susurrate by the Ecstasy of St.Theresa, but this is the US 2002 re-release. The original copy from 1992 is that's horrendously expensive as well. I think it was at least 150 quid. And that was quite cheap as well, the Fluidtrance Centauri EP, which is actually a Peel session, I believe. Or maybe not, actually. I think this is actually a studio recording, but I think I'm getting confused with the Here, the Sikusak, which is the other EP from Here. That was a Peel session recording in '94. But this is the 1991 self-titled Here EP. And as you can see, it's got very nice CD, very nice colours on it, very artistic, which is the theme for all of these CDs. Actually, they all look very pretty inside. I mean, look at the divided one. Look, I mean that's incredible. All the swirliness to it. Speaking of swirl, that's another Czech album I really want, and it is going on Discogs, but you're looking at around 150 quid just for a CD. That's not including shipping either. Just one thing buying it, but then there's also the shipping and VAT that gets humped on top as well, so there's a lot to think about. So yeah, I mean, these Czech bands are very artistic, you know, they really took a lot of time on the album artwork and like all the bits in between. Pretty fascinating to see. So yeah, first I'll start with the Here EP, which has a song called For My Star, which is a great one. Another one of my favourites is Flower Rain, and that's on the Swirl album. And I think For My Star is also on the album, but I've only got the EP. And yeah, it's a really good one. There's like keyboards involved as well. It's a bit different. So I'm really happy with that. Look at the design though. I love the colours here. Colours here, get it? Here. Excuse the pun. So yeah, I'm really happy with that. This is super rare stuff. I've been following the Czech Shoegaze scene for... I just got a Czech Budweiser just for good measure. Just to reinforce the Czechness of this video. You've got to check it out. Boom, another pun there. So yeah, the Fluidtrance Centauri, that's very good. very great songs on there, full of great songs. Just lots of like psychedelic effects in it. Like, there's a lot of modulation in this instead of just like reverb and delay. There's actually a lot of like phases going on and wild flanges taken off, especially in the song, I think it's the second one, like Alpha Centauri. That's got a really intense ending with like flanges flying around and stuff. Super cool. I love the artwork on it. Look at it, beautiful. Look at like a firework going off. But you know, it's like scotomas. You can look at it in different ways. Like, it could be a firework, could be like a flower. So it looks like a, you know, inside of a sunflower kind of thing. Don't know what that is on the front. It's like some sort of building, but it could be anything. Reminds me of the Rays cover actually, with Swerve Driver Rays, with the sun shining, like the sort of the circular glow around it. It does remind me of the Rays album. But I mean, like sun and sea, it's all common themes in shoegaze. You know, nature and landscape, atmospheres. It's all common in shoegaze, and I love the swirl on that one. Divided, they're more of a later band. You know, this isn't 90s. This is like 2017, I think. First album came out, which I haven't got. I think it's called Other City, something like that. That's 2014, their first album. This is 2017, a great album. I recommend getting the 2014 one, which is, I think it's called Sleeping Nights, actually, the first album they did. Or was that just a track of theirs? I'm not too sure. It might be called Other City, which is a track as well, but I'm not quite, can't remember what the first one's actually called. But Divided are brilliant. They got a female vocalist, same as here, and the Ecstasy of St.Theresa. The Naked Souls, they don't have a female singer. That's a male vocalist who sounds a bit like Ian Masters. But yeah, Naked Souls is obviously another. I'm looking for their discography on Discogs as well, and I know Shady Ways Anti-Clockwise with the great songs Shadow on the Wave and Winter Kills Me, or To Do Faye. All those songs are on there, but it's like 250 quid, and it's a lot of money. And the 2-in-1 EP, which features Sleep and Spout Hole and White Rabbit, that's not even being sold on there at the moment, but I really desire that. And interestingly enough, in this Ecstasy of St.Theresa album, it actually says on the notes about the Naked Souls, like it actually says a big thanks to them, actually in this insert here. So it just shows that how like closely linked like the Czech scene actually was. I'm sure it says somewhere like thanks to the Naked Souls. I can't actually find it at the moment. Maybe it's in there. Yeah, thanks. There's the thanks part. Yeah, and it says Naked Souls right there. Look. So I guess that's a reference to the bands and the Naked Souls. So, you know, Yuri Novak, he's a great guitarist of the Naked Souls. You need to check that band out. And there's the pun again, sorry. Yeah, so it just shows how like tightly knit the actual shoegaze scene was in the 90s at least. You know, you got like thanks to Naked Souls there, and they probably toured together, played gigs. Prague Music Centre. Yeah, very interesting. But yeah, Divided, if you want a modern Czech shoegaze band, definitely check out them. I think the stuff is so ethereal, it's pretty unreal. I don't think all of the bands actually came from Prague though, but certainly where most of them recorded. 1993 EP actually. I said 1991 earlier. Sorry about that. That's 93. So that's I think it's still before their Swirl album. Sikusak is the one after Swirl. That's the 94 Pill Session CD, which I cannot find on Discogs yet. So yeah, definitely check these bands out. I highly recommend all of these. The Ecstasy of St.Theresa. Hopefully one day I'll get my hands on the actual original 92 copy with like the brown sort of artwork on it. And Here, check them out. The album Swirl and the 2 EPs, self-titled Here and Sikusak. And also check out Divided. And there's also Manon Mert as well. I think it's Manon Mert, so that they're a new Czech band as well. I don't know how you pronounce it. Manon Mert or something like that. And I think they're pretty good. Also Moving Holiday as well. They're another great band, but they didn't release much material. So yeah, there you go. I'm gonna wrap this video up now, I think. So yeah, see you later. And remember, check it out now. The Shoegaze brother.